Hi everyone, it's Marieta, founder of ImmigrationBiz and business immigration attorney. Today is day 2 of live training, how you can go from idea to live your American dream to start a business in United States. Today I'm going to talk about E2 for your spouse, and I'm also going to talk about a work permit for your spouse. So if you are an entrepreneur who is considering to start your own business in the United States and you are thinking that you're going to apply for E2 visa and you want to bring your family with you, today I'm going to talk about how you can do that, how you can actually get a work permit for your spouse as well. Now tomorrow, this week is basically 4 days live training. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about how you can get E2 visa for your kids. So if you want to learn how to do it, and how you bring your whole family with you to the United States, stay tuned tomorrow, same time. Now, today we are talking about spouse, how you can get E2 visa for your spouse, also a work permit. By the way, there is a difference and I will mention it in a while. In a bit, I will talk about the difference because you need to understand the difference. Now, I'm going to wait for a couple of you guys to tune in and then I'm going to start. Also, announcement, guys. There is going to be a link that you can find about this video. This is a link for live webinar training on Friday, where I'm going to lay out the roadmap for those who want to start a business and move to United States. And also during this webinar, I'm going to give away $1,000 off. This is going to be a coupon you can use if you want to enroll to Accelerator. Therefore, if you are serious about this, definitely you need to join that webinar. Now, there are people who just want to watch free stuff from me, and that is completely fine. But there are also people who are emailing us. They're requesting consultation. They want to ask questions about their business, what's the best strategy, etc. I'm not taking live consultations. I'm not doing one-on-one private consultations this month. The reason is because I'm focusing on this accelerator. I will talk about more details. What's this accelerator about first time on Friday. If you sign up for the live webinar training, the link is above or below. And also because it's a pre-sale, you will get coupon $1,000 off. Okay. So definitely if you are someone who wants to start this process, you shouldn't wait because this accelerator will be launching soon. And obviously if you want to have the discount, you want to take advantage of that, you definitely want to be there. Now, let's talk about E2 visa for your spouse. And before I start, let me know who is there. And I also want to ask you to share this video, especially share it with people who are entrepreneurs, business owners, people who want to go to United States. So I can answer the questions. This is live Q&A, so I can answer the questions for those people. Because oftentimes people miss this live training and then they come back, and it takes me a while to reply to your questions. And sometimes we don't even reply because there are many questions. And also, if you guys send me like a private message, most likely you're not going to get any answer. You have to tune in for this live Q&A if you want to ask any questions. Otherwise, I'm not responding to your messages. And then sometimes people are mad, they are like, oh my God, why don't you answer my question? Well, because I have hundreds of those messages. And also on top of that, we have emails that we are receiving. So I just don't have time to answer those specific questions about your specific situation. I'm doing great, guys. Hi, Mirza. Ikram, hi. For those who don't know me, my name is Marieta and I'm the founder of ImmigrationBiz. I'm also business immigration attorney and I am entrepreneur and I am also immigrant from Slovakia. I moved to US in 2007 with $700 in my pocket, and since then I have built my business, couple of businesses. I run multiple six-figure businesses and I help other people to do the same. So if you want to go from that idea to basically living your American dream and you want to know how, then the webinar on Friday is going to be the roadmap. And I'm going to show you what you need to do if you want to make it happen. Okay, so it's going to be for entrepreneurs. It's going to be for business owners. It's going to be for aspiring entrepreneurs. And today it's day 2 live training. And I'm talking about how to get E2 visa, investor visa for your spouse. and also how you can get a work permit for your spouse, which is very, very important to know, because if you know me, if you watch my videos, you guys know that I oftentimes criticize the H-1B visa. The reason usually I criticize H-1B is because even if you apply for H-1B, there is still no guarantee that you will be selected, because there is a lottery and because more than 85,000 applicants apply for this visa type every year. And because of that, there is a lottery, so you don't really have any guarantee, even if you find the sponsor. And so many people are looking for sponsors in the United States instead of starting their own business. And why is that? Because they think that this sponsor will magically save them. And what I mean by sponsor is the US employer. They think they will find a job and this employer will save them. Let me ask you a question. Why would this US employer save you? Why would he do that? Let me give you an example. When I graduated one of the best law schools in the country back in 2010, which obviously cost me thousands of dollars, okay? After I graduated, I was in debt. Thousands of dollars, like over 100K. When I graduated top law school, I thought automatically I'm going to get a US sponsor, this US employer. Automatically I'm going to be sponsored on H-1B. That is something that I thought back then, because I graduated as one of the best law schools in the country, and now I can certainly find someone who's going to sponsor me. And of course, I'm a lawyer. Why not, right? That was the initial idea. And guess what happened? I couldn't find anybody to sponsor me. I couldn't find anybody to give me H-1B visa. And back then, the H-1B wasn't that difficult as these days, because these days it's relatively easier for people, especially from tech, to find H-1B sponsor. But the problem today is that even if you find a sponsor, you send your application, which is only April 1st every year, you still might not be selected, because more than 200,000 people send out these applications. So even if you want to be sponsored, you don't have any guarantee. You don't have any guarantee because you might not be selected. And so that way, even if you find a sponsor, you're not going to be able to stay in the United States. That's the reason number one. The reason number two is, in my case, I couldn't find H-1B sponsor. But then I found this guy who was willing to help me out. But when we got a request for additional evidence from USCIS, guess what happened? The guy disappeared. And usually requests for additional evidence consist of additional documents that your employer needs to supply to show that he's able to sponsor you and pay you a salary, which isn't low salary in case of attorney working in New York. And so he wasn't able to document this evidence, and because of that, he just disappeared. And then I had to leave the country and sort of started my own business, figure out the way, and then became investor and got back to United States. And since then, I realized that if you want to have successful future in the United States, and if you want to live your American dream, you have to take control of your life. What I mean by that is you have to take control of your status, your visa status, and your business. Because even if you own H-1B, if this sponsor, US employer, fires you, you need to leave the country. Because your status, H-1B status, is connected with that employment, okay? And so if you want to have control over your life, if you want to create bright future for yourself, if you want to make money, actually more money than you would make for this US sponsor, then definitely you have to create your own business. And that's why I do what I do. I empower other entrepreneurs to do the same. Therefore, I'm launching the American Dream Accelerator. This is going to teach you how you go from that idea to actual business in the United States, actual functioning business, and on top of that, how you can get the E2 visa. Okay? So now you understand my motivation, my reason, my why I do what I do. So that being said, if you are someone who is planning E2 visa and you want to bring your spouse to the United States, you can certainly do that, and your spouse is going to get E2 dependent visa. That is only possible if you already have E2 visa or if you are approved, okay? In other words, you have to be approved. If you are not approved, your spouse cannot get a visa because it's called dependent E2 visa, okay? Now, here's the deal. As I remember, I told you this H-1B visa story. You cannot work in the United States without work permit, okay? And in order to work, you have to get a work permit. And the most typical frequent visa type is H-1B or H-2B, or there are other H categories, which are the work visa categories. Now, in order to work in the United States, you need a visa. And here goes the deal. If you come to the United States on E2 and your spouse will get E2 dependent visa, your spouse has the right to apply for a general work permit. This is a big deal because essentially what it means is that your spouse can literally work anywhere in the United States for any employer. If you remember the H-1B visa story, I was telling you finding sponsors, finding employer. In that case, your H-1B visa is connected with that particular employer, and all you can do is to work only for that individual employer. You cannot work anywhere else. With this work permit for your spouse, for E2 visa, your spouse can work for one employer or multiple employers, or if she gets fired, she can find another job. She doesn't necessarily need to leave the country like with H-1B. So therefore, it's a big deal. It's almost like a buy one, get one free deal, if you know what I mean. Because it's very difficult to get a work permit unless you are on a green card, right? Or you have E2 visa, you're managing your business. And your spouse can get work permit and work anywhere. So it's a big deal. And therefore, I seriously promote this E2 visa type because it's the best visas, especially if you want to bring also your family. Now, if you remember last week, I was talking about the difference between E2 and EB5. So if you missed those videos, you can go back and watch those videos because obviously E2 visa is not a green card, it's not a permanent residency, but it allows you to stay and run business in the United States while your spouse can work anywhere. I also want to clarify, just because she's getting a work permit doesn't mean she can work anywhere around the world. Because some people think the work permit means working anywhere. No, we're talking about jurisdiction of United States, okay? Gotcha? Cool. Now, the work permit is separate petition, separate filing that your spouse will apply once you arrive to United States. And again, I will teach you how to get, this is actually one of the bonuses in the Accelerator that I'm going to launch in 3 weeks. And one of the bonuses is that I will teach you exactly how you apply for this work permit. Long story short, there is a form I-765 and you have to pay the fee. And also you have to, additionally to that, you have to put together evidence showing that you are on E2 visa, etc. And so this is a separate filing that can be only applied via USCIS, okay? But like I said, it's a big deal because your spouse can work anywhere. Now, what about your kids? Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about kids. What is the advantage and disadvantage when it comes to E2 visa for your kids, right? Because you need to know that and you have to plan ahead. Obviously, there are advantages when it comes to EB5 green card, but then there are also disadvantages because E2 visa is not necessarily a green card. And tomorrow I will talk about what to do if your kids reach 21, what is the plan B for them. And also we will talk about the option how you can actually take care of your kids if they don't qualify for E2 visa. So tomorrow, the same time, there is going to be a live stream for your kids if you want to bring them under E2 visa. So make sure to stay tuned. And like I said at the beginning of this live, I was telling you there is a link. If you're watching me on YouTube, the link is going to be below this video. You can sign up for the free webinar on Friday and I'm giving away coupons of $1,000. The coupon is going to be valid for 48 hours. Okay, I see some of you guys are asking me questions. Student visa available, madam. Okay, I don't really focus on student visas anymore, but if you need to get a student visa, I recommend you visit ImmigrationBizAcademy.com, and then there is a course, very affordable, I think for $97, that's going to teach you what you need. I don't do student visas anymore, but you have to, in order to study in the United States, you have to be accepted by the school. And in order to be accepted, each school is different requirements, and without acceptance letter and without I-20, you cannot apply for student visa. Easy way to move to the US. This is the easiest way. This is the easiest based on my story, based on like what I've been through personally, like I helped many different clients over the years. When I started, I was practicing immigration. Later on, I transitioned to just business immigration entrepreneurship, because this, in my opinion, is the way to go. And it's based on my personal story, because I moved to US with $700 in my pocket, and then I made it happen. And I've been through 6 different visa types over the years. So you have to understand, like, what I'm teaching you is something that is based on my experience as immigrant, and then on top of that, immigration lawyer. If you ask me what's the easy way, honestly, there's no easy way. If you want easy way, you should immigrate to different country, not the United States, because United States has one of the most comprehensive immigration system, and also pretty strict. If you're looking for easy way, then definitely I would choose a different country. However, if you are someone who is go-getter, game changer, visionary, you are dreamer, you don't take no for an answer, and you want to start your own business, then it's definitely a place to be for you, because you have so many opportunities. The market will give you so many opportunities. You will meet so many like-minded people. There are no limits. But if you're someone who is looking for easy way out, then definitely don't even go to United States, because in United States you have to work hard. Otherwise, you're not going to make it happen. Sorry, I don't want to disappoint you, but this is the truth. All right, let's see some of your comments. Punjabi language? I am sorry, I don't speak Punjabi language. Too much to ask. Baldev. Tarek, help me, I want to come to US. Then watch my free videos. Definitely sign up for the webinar, and also check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/ImmigrationBiz. You can find over 300 free videos that is going to exactly teach you what you need to do if you want to make this happen. You're welcome, Ehsan. You're welcome, Nir. It's the same as the American lottery visa. Ibrahim is asking. Right, the lottery, diversity visa lottery is happening every year in October. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen this year, because Trump organization, they were talking about canceling the lottery. So I don't know if it's going on this year in October, but typically it's in October. It opens up first week of October and ends first week of November. And then I think it's first week of or mid-November, and you have to apply through the official link, and it's free, by the way. And also I've done free course for people who need this information, because sometimes people pay different agencies or different companies that are not even lawyers high fees, and I believe these are scams. So you don't want to pay anybody. It's free. And if you check the official source, the link is, I think, dvlottery.state.gov. You can read the instructions. It's not open right now. But yes, if you're asking me if it's similar with the H-1B visa, yeah, definitely. It's a random selection of applicants. With the diversity visa lottery, there is 50,000 visas each year. And with H-1B, it's only 85. It's actually more, 85,000. So with diversity visa lottery, you have 50,000. With the H-1B, you have 85,000. Now with E2 visa, for example, there is no cap. And if you are not from a treaty country, because in order to apply for E2, you have to be from a treaty country, you can go with L visa. I oftentimes talk about L visa. In fact, yesterday I was doing video, E2 versus L. So if you missed that live stream yesterday, go back and check it out. I will also post the link for you so you can watch the video again if you are watching me on YouTube. Because yesterday I was talking about Plan B, especially if you are not from a treaty country. Because the E2 is only for treaty countries. By the way, guys, thank you for your likes and your hearts. smiles, etc. Appreciate it. Lastly, I want to say, if you know people who need this information, share this live stream with them, especially at the beginning of the live stream. Tomorrow, I'm going to start the live stream again at the same time. So make sure to tune in, and it's going to be around the same time. People who need this information, if they need to ask any questions, they can jump on this live stream and they can ask me a question. That is the purpose of my live streams. Otherwise, I typically do just pre-recorded videos that I upload. I do a lot of free content every week so I can educate you guys and you understand what are the requirements. And the more educated you are, then you know what are your options, right? And it's good to know your options. Once you know your options, you are more confident, and then you know what to do next. It's very important, especially if you want to live your American dream, if you want to make it happen. Okay, guys, so I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to tune back in tomorrow around the same time. And tomorrow I will talk about E2 visa for kids. And so if you are someone who is starting a business in the United States and you want to bring your family with you, definitely you don't want to miss this live training tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.